uncle, a lad from Wake Escape, I got a fucking orbital sander.
Of course you've got an orbital sander. I've got 2.
I just
Yeah,
have a
we've
high
got
altitude
2. I ain't gonna
sander.
fucking borrow them though.
I have a general question for the class.
7.
Do you all know how you check if somebody's alive in the current state of ACE?
Try and drag them.
Yeah, you shoot them in the head.
You shoot them in the head, they're dead.
Yeah, that's
How do
true
you
as
do
well.
Anybody?
You see if you can drag
You
them.
can drag them or you can't drag them.
Very good.
There you go.
Very good, lad. Who the fuck said that?
Me,
Yeah,
I was a fucking
Nietzsche.
medic for a long ass time. I need
Nietzsche,
this shit.
conscript, oh my god, hero of the Soviet Union.
Graham, can I? Alright, I want to bitch about something for a minute. Do you know the
Oh.
second armored
Astral,
division?
no
You
drivers.
know those guys?
Prefer.
No, what? Oh, so you wait, hold on. What's going on?
I'd preferably not have player drivers.
Okay.
But remember, don't do anything stupid with the BMP. Just
Well, if I'm gonna be in it alone, I think I'm just gonna.
345th don't
Go
do
with
anything
the-
stupid
we'll see.
challenge.
Hang on, we got 9 people.
Impossible difficulty.
I mean, I don't know.
Gamers.
I kind of want to do some armored shit because
Yeah,
I haven't
Okay,
armored an
okay,
armor in a
well,
long
you
time.
can be driver if you want. That's perfectly fine.
Especially the challenge of don't do anything stupid in a BMP. My favorite one is I think during the second Afghanistan campaign. It might have been I think it might have been the first one.
Some unspecified Dutchman squeezed off 20 rounds on a hill.
No, this was better. Joe was driving, and he's got the shitty little viewport, and the vehicle commander, if I am not mistaken, was one punch.
Oh no.
And they're sitting on this cliff, and he tells Joe to advance. He's like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "Yeah, you're good." He's like, "All right, I can't really see where I'm going too well." And they proceed to front flip it down a cliff, and it lands upside down. And Joe gets out of it, and we all walk over to him and say, "Excuse me, what the fuck did you do?" And then, as if on, he goes, "I didn't do shit." And then, as if on cue, Munch dismounts the vehicle. We see him. We say, "Oh, we understand what happened here." It was beautiful.
Astral, one big thing about the BMP-1,
Hello.
it has big round.
It overpressures
The big
things like a motherfucker.
I'll make sure not to overpressure the infantry.
You know
Good
how
lad,
you
good
know
lad.
how
And remember-
Because I have had several experiences where I've had that happen to me.
And remember, always make sure you're next to the infantry, even though they have radios, so you know where they are. I don't know. I don't remember who. I think he left the Discord after that. Somebody drove into the woods, completely alone, and then got encircled by like 5 AT teams.
Oh no!
you know how binary agents work in like chemical weapons and shit, right? It takes 2 inert chemicals, and only when they mix does it become. That's the 345th and BMPs. When the 2 of them mix, they just create stupidity on a level beyond human comprehension.
No. What I remember was on the first campaign I ever played with the 345th. It was us on. I think Stella made like an island nation, a Baltic island nation or something. And we were literally smashing down, like there were bunker positions with barbed wire about 5 meters in front of them. We used the BMPs filled with friendlies to bonk down the barbed wire and then had a full squad dismount. We also squeezed a round off just to hit the place.
Do you remember? I think it was like this probably third or it might even have been like the second 345th mission I ever played. It's Kill Me's 1989 highway one, and like within 5 minutes of mission start, half of the unit had driven the complete wrong direction. Then there were desync issues, and then when we finally unfucked ourselves and went in the correct direction, we had an Abrams with us, and at one point we like stopped to deploy over a crossroad and kind of figure out what the fuck was going on. Well, the Abrams, with a certain, I think it was Robin in the gunner seat, the Abrams managed to specifically roll up next to our HQ element and decide that was a great place to start just banging away with the 120mm. had overpressured the entire fucking platoon HQ or company HQ at that point. Yes, basically killed all of them with its overpressure. It was brilliant.
Beautiful.
Good
Okay.
question. Yeah, what are slot
You're
deaths?
free to jump down to 3-2.
Alright.
I would suggest.
Hey, good question. Good question.
The end of that mission also
for the
involved
BMP,
a.
is there anything that it's in the vehicles? There's the little marker that shows you or helps you figure out where you are on the map, right? Because my land nav skills are
yeah, little crosshair.
fucking atrocious.
I think the GPS
And,
works in it anyway.
Okay, good.
Yeah, like, you most likely are gonna have a GPS because that's just how Arma works.
So
Do you know
yeah,
how to enable that?
the end of that highway
Not
mission.
necessarily. If it's disabled, then I
all you
don't
have
know.
to do is press M, and you have 2 lines intersecting.
We had a.
that's what I was talking about.
You should, if you have
Okay.
that enabled,
Bracket.
you should also be able to press the bracket next to
Oh
the
yeah, brackets.
enter key, and you can the left one
Alright.
puts it on the left side
Right
of your screen.
control M, also.
So, Grim,
also,
you were suggesting?
Ognian,
Yeah?
select any slot you want in 3-2.
the end of that highway mission,
Alright.
where Robin
What the
overpressured
hell?
like
Uh,
everybody.
Hell?
Yes.
We had a
Colors?
Mark 19 Humvee being used as a
What gun
Tachanka
you guys have?
A PCM.
because the motor
Good.
was shot out and the
Back
tires
it
all
up.
burst. So we had the one
Back
good
him.
vehicle we had left pulling this other Humvee along on tow
Well,
ropes.
this means somebody you
As a
might ride
Tachanka,
on
it
top,
was
but
fucking
that's how
incredible.
you ride it anyway.
Dipsies.
Nah, I'm inside that bitch. I want to sweat.
Yo.
Okay.
2017
I
era
would
345th
say-
missions were a hell of a vibe.
Ben, do you feel confident? Team leading and good man, Alex. Good man.
Inshallah. Oh, I just tapped it out.
Gecko, machine gun assistant, please.
I came to
Actually,
play with
no,
Alex.
you might want to be grenadier if you.
Let me see.
Grim.
Yeah?
The Discord notification that our event is at 2. Can we change the alert for that, or like maybe start putting it a little earlier? Maybe. Because I just got that notification.
The alert is me tagging everyone. So if you don't have everyone turned on, that's not my problem.
No, I do.
No.
but-
Like the actual like integrated alert or event system.
Anyways,
Huh. To be fair, it is 3
Isn't that what
alert.
you're talking about?
Hey, Koji.
I mean, I don't see that's a problem.
Okay.
So before we start, we got who's not in?
I think everyone is.
Okay, we got 13 people signed up, but Kill Me isn't here. Yeah. Okay. Before we start,
Oh, yeah, shit.
just so
okay.
y'all know,
I thought I might
in
have
case
fixed
y'all
that
don't
last
know,
night, but apparently not.
Ace is currently the way you look and see if somebody's alive or dead is if you can drag them. Okay.
That's how I've always checked it.
Yeah, isn't that how it's
Yes.
always been?
No. You used to be able to check by other means, but right now, if you can drag them, they're alive. Okay. So don't say anything about people being dead if you can drag them. Okay. Other than that, long time Gecko.
I like the way that you assume that that's us not knowing how the system works, rather than some of us making a very quick tactical decision about who and is not killed in action.
But it's not you who's supposed to make that.
I mean, I was gone
Okay,
for
we're
one mission,
loading through.
and you don't know who's dead.
Alright. Advice from a medic, just don't get shot, guys. Come on. It's not that hard.
True.
Simply
There you
move out
go.
of the way of the bullets.
Bullets cannot legally enter your
Oh
body.
yeah.
Hey, boiler.
So I fiddled a little bit with the TFAR settings. So everybody who's supposed to have an intercom, okay, has to enable it in the vehicles. Yeah. So that's Ace interact with the vehicle and enable crew intercom. And if you're not supposed to be there, don't get on the intercom because it's very obnoxious, loud, and distracting. Marshall, please select Grenadier in 3-2. I am gonna start riding reading the briefing. So, everybody please, quiet. Okay. Mission 7, breaking their backs. Location: 4 kilometers west of Virojoki on the Livonian Russian border. Operation time is 0600 hours, June 30th, 1992. The landings at Hurpu and Sumari have both been practically neutralized by friendly artillery and spotters, meaning the Russians are cut off from resupply.
When do we want it?
Russian
Now.
forces
Cheers,
already
Paula.
landed have stalled in their attempts to move east and west, and we believe that they are instead focused their forces for an attempt to move north to cut off Route 5.
This is where we got squad wiped last
Mission:
week.
defend against the Russian attack and counterattack along Route 7.
This area down here.
Execution: move south towards the front line position and take up positions. Repel the Russian attack. Counterattack along the main road and along main roads and retake the R5, R56, and the R67 intersections marked on the map. Last objective is to push as far as you can south along Route 7. Equipment: we are a BMP-1 equipped group. We also have Iglas in our BMPs in case of air threats. Friendly forces. Friendly forces should be confined to the pre-marked positions, but as always, identify your targets that there might be partisans or other groups on the moving around. Enemy forces, mainly BTR equipped with some tank support. Helicopters are present, so stay alert. Civilian presence. Most have been evacuated, but as a precaution, make sure to only fire at buildings that you know have hostiles in them. Support. We have mortar support with roughly 2-minute call-in time, and howitzer support with roughly 5-minute call-in time. There's also resupply by truck. That is the briefing. Any questions?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Some of the buildings on the map look pretty sparse. Is that have there been any potentially added or constructed since these maps were drawn up?
Negative. The map is relatively new.
Okay.
Either way, built up areas are don't worry about it. Anything else? Okay, Ben?
Right. So, it's quite simple, really. We're going to push down to the dismount marker. We're going to dismount. Infantry are going to head first. BMP is going to support them from the rear. And essentially, we're just going to keep pushing south until the intersection R5A, R6. We're going to engage anyone who engages us. And then we're going to move to the next intersection. Like, it's pretty simple. And please, God, if any of you get fucked up on land now, I'm going to shoot you myself. It's a straight fucking road.
It's the 345th. We're gonna get fucked up.
Any
on
questions?
Land now. And Ben knows it fucking as well as I do. This is going to be about a 5-hour stream today, guys. I have class after this.
Going through, gentlemen. Good luck.
We'll be playing the mission, and then we'll do a couple hours of flying in DCS. Probably helicopters today. And then I'll be going to class. And then I'll be rushing this afternoon to finish the assessment, which I was supposed to complete over the weekend. Because ADHD meds help me finish things I start. They do not help me start things that I need to finish.
Responding with our weapons pointing directly at it.
Yep. Isn't that good?
So real fun. Yeah.
No.
I have 30.
Hello.
Alright, my team is yellow. Alex's team is green.
Yeah,
Green.
Wait, which am I?
Cookie,
Yellow.
Marshall, and...
What the fuck?
Alex, would you like...
I have 80. Oh wait, we're
Mace
talking
or
about
Mace?
FPS,
Would you
not
want
IQ.
more or...
Uzipnik.
Give me in the ops.
It wasn't me.
Independent operations.
Yeah, you can have them as like a little,
on me.
as a little stronger
Who's
platoon
our squad
element.
lead?
Yeah.
Ben, I don't have you on Steam, do I?
Nicky, are you asking a question?
Yeah.
Yeah. Squad lead is Alec.
Yeah,
I
you
am the
don't
team
have no
leader.
Steam, do you? Yeah,
Okay.
You are medic, so just join yellow. Ognian, you come green because they already have a MG man.
Right.
Nice.
Alright.
Hello, exam.
Yes.
Excellent
Hello.
Marshall.
Ready for this?
Yeah.
Slavic.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you guys.
But
Yeah,
let's
You know, you are
Cookie,
Slavic.
Marshall,
You are Slavic now, yeah.
Western.
So then I should be on 40 and like... I should be on 40,
What the
right?
hell?
You are Slavic now.
Okay.
Yes.
Chanson gay.
What does I do?
You will now live in a commie.
Ben, check Discord a sec.
Mashallah.
No, bro.
Hey, which BNT are we loading up into?
This is Azzy on 40, Harry.
Apparently, this one.
Which one do
I
we
can't believe our
Pass into the ass.
Oh, I don't have Maria.
Alec?
Natural.
Are we going on 4-1?
Second one.
Which one?
Do you have a handheld?
Yeah.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro.
The fun thing about the 345th and LAN nav, actually, since Ben brought it up, is that even if you are normally pretty decent at LAN nav, and I know I've had a few moments on stream and DCS, but I am usually pretty fucking good at LAN nav. Like, in real life, I was probably one of the better guys in my platoon at it. It's one of the few things I was actually good at. Even if you're shit hot at LAN nav, when you are in a leadership position, it is so difficult to concentrate with these monkeys running around behind you that, like, you lose all ability to read a map. It's quite incredible.
Wait.
If you don't have any innate LAN nav capability to begin with, like, for instance, if you're Stella and you don't know which way the map goes, I love you, Stella, but you know, please stop walking us into Chechen ambushes. It gets like 10 times worse.
Everyone fucking mounts up.
I think once or twice I attempted to do like squad leader stuff in 345th, and it went horribly because I straight up
So we just go
could not focus. Oh, I got in the wrong seat. Hang on.
I sit inside.
Fuck, I don't want.
Every time I go to get in a fucking seat, someone takes it.
I know,
New
right?
development.
I guess I'm inside.
Yes.
Guess you have to land nav.
Oh no.
Awesome.
Can I swap
You have
seats
to
with
hit
someone
the
outside
crossroad.
since I have streamer privilege?
Yeah.
I have video.
Alright, wait one.
as well.
You're the kid.
Alright, what are we doing?
Thank you.
War.
Now I get to catch a bullet in the first ambush, as is tradition.
Right.
No, you need to go.
And
Actually, you know
no,
what you're doing, don't you?
no one will see my stream anyway, because it'll just be a black
what?
screen.
You know where you're going, don't you?
Vaguely, yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah, just fucking.
My brother in Christ, it's one road.
Hit the road soon, nice.
Alright, we're moving.
Yeah, I know, right, Cotty?
Right.
Or just a 50 cal bullet, which means it doesn't care if I'm inside or not. Uh-huh. What? No.
There is no one.
Get out.
Bro, I picked the marksman slot like twice ever in my time in the 345th. Fuck off.
I'm just trying to pull the bingo board, man.
Make a better bingo board next time.
You're gonna pay me 10 euros and I remove that stuff from the bingo board.
Alright, Ross, if you heard it, he needs 10 euros.
Wait, aren't you back? Are you back? $10.
Ross needs euros, that's what they use in this.
Probably.
Isn't the euro like 59% of the US dollar right now, though?
Yeah, but basically the same.
Look, to convert to either of those currencies would involve me emptying my entire bank account.
I don't
I missed the days where the Australian dollar was like stronger than the US dollar for almost a year. It's amazing.
Why is it turn asking?
I bought so much shit on eBay when that happened. Just like wake up, here's something which I don't really need, but why not?
Wait, is Russ Australian?
I live in Australia.
Oh my god.
Wow.
You really? You seriously don't know?
No.
I mean,
Good on you for not saying
I'm a citizen, but like I wasn't born here.
He is amazing.
Well, I didn't know because I did not think that was as big as you do.
More than
I love my
halfway
Australian.
Yeah, I'm gonna have it.
Is it a...
Oh, that's a great sign. Hey, look, it's the same type of vehicle we're riding, but blown up.
Ben, are you squatting?
Wait, what? So hold. Dismount here, fuck it. We'll do it early.
Dismount!
What's the matter?
As you'll hold.
Am I taking the right? Alec, what am I doing? Right side of the road. Gotcha, green team. Move right side of the road.
Hey Ben, do you have eyes on that ambush over there to the southeast?
I'll take far left. Hold here.
I'm a little scared to get closer to it in case there's UXO or something, but I suppose it's
I see
probably
dead bodies.
safe enough.
Looks like our people. Fuck yeah. Where's the bodies? Where the bird there? Where the hole there, man? Birds. Roadman. Yes. Here in the ends of London. Pussy hole. Fucking you little immigrant gecko. Get out of my country, gecko. I only speak London, man. He moved to Brazil.
Because he is project.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how it works.
On the move.
The same shit happens here. It takes like one generation worth of integration, and then the people who are previously being fucking discriminated against and being immigrants are discriminating against immigrants. It's an incredible process. I've witnessed it firsthand.
Oh yeah.
So you can actually quantify the amount of years it takes for a human being's like self-awareness to completely dissipate into the ether.
I've got rocks up ahead actually. Hey, change my fucking radio.
Catch up to these guys a little. How many explosive NDs? Astonishingly no NDs, even though the entire fucking unit spawned in with their rifles raised and pointed at a friendly helicopter. Yeah, we didn't have a single person let off a round in spawn today, which I'm kind of worried about. I'm going to take that as a bad omen, because with these guys it basically is. However, we're mech inf this mission. We're advancing down a road because we're in fucking essentially Finland, terrain-wise. So we have like a single fucking highway, which is not even fucking marked, let alone multi-lane. Somehow a highway. And we just came upon a bunch of blown up BMPs, which is kind of like, I guess, pertinent to us since we are also riding BMPs, and you know, seeing your own type of vehicle fucking blown up with bodies strewn across the road around it is slightly disheartening. There's a medic right in the first rank. No, that's a medic in front of me. Look, he's position number 3. He's not the point man, he's 2 men back. That's an improvement compared to usual. Stay behind me, Nechi, since you're medic.
Yep. I've been trying not to get shot.
Copy.
You're doing well then, better than most 345th medics.
I built the second armored division before, so I'm pretty good at not getting shot.
There's infantry just on the other side of this hill bearing 200 from our
We got plenty of
position
time to work
northwest.
on that skill, don't worry. Give it a couple months and you'll be getting domed in the first seconds of contact like the best of us. Oh shit, hello, speak of which.
Behind this rock. On me. Green team, are you good?
Spread out a bit just in case. I'm having some AGS 30 fucking PTSD from the last mission.
I see one.
Yeah. If you can shoot him in the head, do it.
Right there on that hill, bearing 221. Oh no, 201.
Hey guys, right here. Come climb up here. Get some cover here.
Crap, I'm going behind you.
Are we sure about this, since shots appear to be coming from the left as well?
Yeah, I see them. They're right there.
I hear voices right under us. Literally right under us. Fuck. Oh, that's a good noise. Someone has angrified it. Someone has very much angrified the BTR.
Ross, watch there. Yeah, good.
Yeah, I saw movement that way. Yeah, they're flanking us. They're flanking us.
I'm moving down before I take any more damage.
So that machine gunner.
Stoppage!
Okay.
Back in.
No, we're good for now.
Machine gunner's down. There's more to the right.
Right of the rock?
Fuck me. I didn't even see him.
The right and left of that.
I knew where he was, but I couldn't see him. He must have had like
Ross is down.
2 pixels of his fucking rifle poking out behind a tree.
Get down off this rock.
Me and my magnetic fucking helmet. Is this against Russia? Yes. Topical.
I'm covering. Get Ross up.
Get Ross.
Ready or Not's adding dynamic stress and better AI targeting and movement soon. From my experiences playing Ready or Not with people so far, stress is already in that game in large quantities. It's fine.
Here, I'm gonna hit you.
Can I swap helmets with someone else? I think somebody left this one too close to a magnet.
Yeah, you want mine? I like to stand up for one now.
More on the right.
Hey, Ross, move up.
Yeah, hang on. Stoppage. How are you on ammo, Seymour?
Good for now.
I can't aim worth a shit, just a heads up. My arm's fucked. Times like this, I wish I had a GP so I could just fucking lob one over there. I haven't played Radio Not for quite a while, actually, relatively speaking, so I should do that again sometime. Bit of the old propaganda. I need to fucking do High Fleet again at some point as well. Maybe like next Monday before class or something, we'll do some High Fleet if someone reminds me, because I won't remember. For the long stream over the for the long stream over the weekend, I'll probably do some MiG-19 on Enigma server.
Cool.
Because CNN's issued a challenge regarding a kind of balance proposal I had. So we're going to see how we go with the R3S and guns, and then we're going to see how we go with guns only for 10 sorties each and compare them. I don't think I'll get through all 10, all 20 sorties in a day, obviously, but Oh, my arm's not fucked, my torso's fucked. I guess it's just the pain that's making me unable to aim. Hello. I got shot in the first engagement again.
Is this fucking second steam?
Alright, boys. Are you okay?
Hey, Super.
Yeah, I'm getting out. Next simp is, I think, an orc again. And then just try to,
I'll need a pack when you're available, Netchy.
Hey, next to you and medic, right?
Yeah, medic.
Yeah, lovely. Right, you see something now. Right, fucking Ross.
Yeah, we need more heavy radar SAMs for both teams.
Yo. Oh, fucking fantastic, huh?
They are, yes. Fucking R23 model looks pretty shit hot too.
How's yellow? How are y'all doing?
They do, like, the thing is,
He's doing fine, just taking a minute.
it's a small group of people that are abusing the flight modeling issues. I mean, obviously, pretty much everyone accidentally abuses the low speed, or sorry, low altitude speed. That's, whatever, I expect that. I do it by accident sometimes. It's hard not to. But the high altitude shit is really deliberate, and it's only a couple people doing it. And it's not even fun. Like, the whole fun of the Viggen is flying in the weeds at high speed, following the fucking radar and the nav
Ross.
system. Uh-huh.
Timo, just stay on these rocks.
We're being engaged from the west. We're being engaged from the west.
Yeah, that is a good point.
Hey, Ross.
Yeah. Yeah. Adjust fire left 10 meters. Keep going, keep going. Oh, okay. Yell out when you need another belt. They're moving right to left. Walk it left a bit. Yeah, keep pummeling that area. I'll put another belt in your backpack for you.
Yeah, I'll siege this one.
Right, boys, y'all wanna do
Two in your backpack.
Cool, thank you.
Wait, is Alec up?
Hello?
Yeah,
Alec
Alex
up.
up. In fact, we have a squad lead, Alex.
Alex is fucking pushing contact. If you want to hold here, make
We
the
have
comes over the
like
ridge, give us a
10
warning.
Alexes
We're
in the
gonna go
unit.
back
I'm
to
one of them.
medic.
So if you call out Alex, like at least 5 people will say yes in any given mission.
God damn it.
It's wonderful.
Cause like, he was like, "All right, your squad leads Alec." I'm like,
I'm so sad. I'm so sad that I only have 3 today. Alright, Demo, Nechi, watch south and southeast.
We need to
They're pushing contacts to the west.
we need to start a fucking targeted recruitment drive for more people named Alex.
One time on one of Kilme's videos, someone said, "Oh, how do I join you?" And I asked, "What is your?" I said, "Is your name Alex?"
We need Alex's and we need Bradley's. That'll be like the final form of the 345th. It's just one company of people called Alex and a fucking like additional platoon of Bradleys.
I did like it when we had Million, and Melon. It was good.
Millen and Melon.
No, Million and Melon.
We have Millen. We had a Melon and a Million as well.
Yeah.
That's why you just call Max Max. Makes it a bit simpler.
Get a mix and get a max.
I think we're gonna be mounting up.
Were you mounting up?
Probably. We've been told to press an attack.
There was also another Ross, rest his soul, but I don't think I ever met him.
Then you up?
He, like, I'm not joking here, he died in a fucking hurricane, like, was it a really bad hurricane, like
There's
fucking
an SVD
2017 or 2018 or something in the US? We found out about, I think, a week or two afterwards.
We're ready to mount up.
So that kind of sucked.
Mount up, mount up.
Don't worry, I'm getting the secure location in the BMP.
No, I want to go inside.
There we are. So a secure location for medic.
Oh shit, wrong seat!
Yes,
Okay,
right
can I
next
see?
to the cannon barrel.
Oh, I don't want to be trying to see.
Yeah, I'm trying to warm up.
There we go.
Hang on, I'm swapping
This is
seats.
the best spot for the platoon medic.
Well, no, I'm not. Oh my
Hey,
god,
two
what?
medics on the front.
Yeah.
What seat do you want to be in?
An outside one. Hang on. As soon as
Roger
armor
that.
stops fucking me around. Hey, there we go. I'm on. Last man.
Hell yeah.
I can only
God, we haven't had a clown car in ages.
Alright, we good to move?
Yeah.
Technically, any vehicle with the 345th in it's a clown car.
We're going to hit it in second, it's not R5, R6. We're jumping off of that one, and we're going to push on with on the butts. One team on one side, one team on the other. One team's going to hold back with the MP, we're going to quickly after whatever.
Sir, yes, sir.
It depends what the threat is.
Throw it back, private!
It also depends what the IFV is.
Keep going. Follow me, turn left on the road. And then the next little small intersection, we're going to jump off there.
Yeah, it also does depend on that. Uh-huh.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1, dismount.
Smoke.
Sir, yes, sir, sir, yes, sir.
Alec, where we going? Okay, green team right. Green, oh, never. Get out of here. One, 172.
165. Both sides of the road. Guys on me.
Green team, on Alec. Fall back. To the northeast. Green team,
Hey,
northeast. Northeast,
Uh-huh.
green team, northeast.
Okay, never mind.
There's a BTR.
Gecko, your back blast is not clear.
Clearing. 175. Obscured by a bush.
I don't think so. I mean, if you had a big enough fucking... You know what? Technically, it probably is.
BTR right there.
I'm not sure how much a BTR 60 weighs. The BMD's what, like 7 tons? BMP1 is 13 tons from memory. So I think the cutoff, like the threshold's about 9 or 10 tons.
Squad on me.
But it's also a size constraint. I think the BTR 60 may be too physically large, regardless of weight.
Oh, never mind.
For a fucking IL-76 anyway. Certainly for a fucking N12 or something.
Okay.
10.3 tons, yeah. I don't know. It's, I mean, with the right setup, it could be. I just don't think the Soviets ever actually did it.
Heading in a direction of like 162. There was like multiple trenches there. I don't know if you guys saw it.
The Russian and more generally Slavic habit of sitting on the outside of an IFV or APC is kind of an old thing, and I think it's partially rooted in Soviet doctrine. Like, Soviet doctrine was to be inside the vehicle, because it was expected you'd be moving through an irradiated area, right, during World War III. That's why the BMP, BMD, whatever, and BTR all exist, so you have a fucking CBRN-protected environment that you roll through, and you only deploy outside the vehicle if you absolutely have to clear a fucking position. However, having said that, more traditionally, your actions on contact would be to just fucking bail from the vehicle and fight on foot. And it was a lot easier to bail from the vehicle if you're all on the outside than it is to all spill out the back of a BMP while it's on the move, which is how it was doctrinally supposed to be done.
By the BTR.
And in particularly, like, lower intensity warfare, riding on the back became very much more a thing, because it provided a bit better situational awareness and a bit quicker response time if you had to jump off the vehicle.
Yeah, 200, those trenches. 201. Alright, I see them. Alright, they're still up. Let them going down.
Yeah, Cotty, that is true. That is true. Oh, for fuck's sake! Not again.
Ross is down.
Hey, Lakayla.
Keep the fire up, keep the fire up.
Behind the dirt.
Alright.
Loading.
Copy.
Scott's about the size of BTR. The Scott is slightly taller from memory.
He's fucking this up. He's got a machine gunner.
Oh, you're gonna get up quick. Alright, yeah, let's keep the fuck
So
up,
it
bud.
seems like the rest of the enemies are gonna be behind the bushes. 182.
Can't hit this guy.
Alright, watch and shoot. I won't have taken any fire. Watch and shoot.
Fuck's sake, not again!
Never mind, we are taking fire.
I'll need a pack, by the way.
Okay.
When my sister went down to Supernova in Sydney, like 5-6 years ago, and I had to go with her because she was still, she was like 15 or 16 at the time, I think. They had a fucking Scott down there set up with a LAN in the back, so people could play fucking Battlefield 3. It was pretty cool. No, Battlefield 4, because Battlefield 4 was just coming out then, I think.
Packing fast.
Yellow on me, come on.
I'm packing him.
Green team spread out a little, green team spread out a little. Grab a position.
Let's go yellow.
Pushes, but
Copy. Green. Push with us.
on the way. Alright, green, follow on.
Oh yeah, Brad. Yeah, totally. I've been shot twice already, and we're, like 20 minutes into the mission. On the other hand, BMP hasn't fucking overpressured us yet. Alec, there's a fucking rock in front of you, get to it.
We just aggroed these guys. Green, push, push, push.
Green pushing.
Me being all tactical.
That left one, I think, still has someone in it.
Hey, Hart. I don't know, dude. 345th patches are pretty much the same thing as a clown costume. Let's be real here. It always it tickles me that we took the name of probably the single most competent and well-respected Soviet airborne unit, and that's the name we roll with, and we're just like fucking monkeys. Absolute monkeys. It's a beautiful contrast.
There's an enemy on the right, in the trench.
Then east side's been cleared.
You're out of, shit. I can't hear you. You might need to go to yelling.
Oh, okay. I was asking if that was a friendly up there in the trenches.
Yeah. I don't know.
Ross, I got a gun for you.
I'm good.
over here.
Fuck.
Oh my god! Frag out.
For fuck's sake.
Ross, did you just get legged?
For fuck's sake.
Again. Or cursed. Ross is down.
Oh, man. I should have just thrown a fucking grenade, honestly. I'm also getting low on ammo. My basic training with Lyra's group, I blew up the... Yeah, I remember you showed me the fucking video of that. That was fucking hilarious. Thermite grenade plus grenade box equals comedy.
Enjoy the taste of real pets
Heart,
without being a fat fuck.
would have been about probably 6 months ago now. We had a mission where we were playing as Russians in the 90s, and I decided to roleplay it a bit. So I was looting watches from every enemy I came across. So I had like a collection of about, I don't know, like 6 or 7 watches. And I went up to Baby Alex, who's... We have like I was saying earlier, we have seriously a whole squad's worth of people called Alex, including myself. Anyway, I went up to Baby Alex, who's the younger Bulgarian one. Not Russian Alex, who is the other squad leader you can hear talking today. And I was like, hey, Baby Alex, you want to see something cool? And I went to open my inventory to take the watches out and put them on the ground in front of him to show him, but I accidentally fucking, like, I just had a moment and forgot we were playing Armor 3 instead of Armor 2. And this is like, I haven't played Armor 2 for about 10 years, just for context, so I don't even know how I did this. But I brain farted, and I pressed G. So I'm just like, hey, Baby Alex, you want to see something cool? And just fucking threw a live grenade at his feet.
Yeah, they were close. They were literally like 20 feet from your position.
Which, to say the least, did not go down well. And I don't think he's trusted me ever since. Which is understandable, really. Yeah. We have our moments here.
Is Ben up? Or is he still gone?
I don't know.
I would like to stop getting shot. That would be nice.
I've lost a lot of amount of blood. Is there any way that I can give myself more blood?
Yeah, accent is down too, so...
Honestly, the thing is, like, I've unbound it since then. That was the incident which led to me unbinding the grenade button, but it was very useful having a button that just quickly yeets a fucking grenade in whatever direction you happen to be looking, honestly.
The colours are starting to fade, yeah.
Okay.
I kind of miss having that button. Because there have been a few times where I've needed to just hurl a grenade in a hurry to get someone's head down, and, ooh, speak of which, and I haven't been able to do it quickly enough because, you know, Shift G is a bit clunky to hit with gross motor skills. Was that an ND, or is that them actually throwing at us?
It's more like one is
Ross up.
like it? Okay.
All 4 rounds.
I'm gonna need a pack though. I'm pretty fucked.
Platoon guys, do a head count. I don't know how many of them you have.
Am I now a POW?
Oh shit! Yeah, infantry northeast, northeast.
You're RPG that way.
Seymour, come to me. Northeast, northeast.
Yeah.
Light him up. Stoppage. 1 mag.
Yeah, I know.
Now I'm gonna need a new weapon. Do we have VZ58 mags in the vehicle?
Excellent is here, yeah, so everyone's here, it's just excellent is down.
Hey, do we have VZ58 mags in the vehicle?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna fucking reload if you need to.
I can't fucking vault to get over this. Fuck me. Oh, Jesus.
Pop around with HU.
Get down, get down.
Why is he in a fetal position?
I would be too if I were him.
I need a trench around me if you can. If not, I can. I just come around.
Netchi, I know shit's going off right now, but I'm gonna need a pack so I can actually get back out of my fucking trench at some point. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Alright, Alec, I'm packing you.
9 seconds.
No, pack Ross, not me. Alright, Simo, as soon as I get done packing him, I'm gonna heal you, okay? Alright, let's do GFO.
He's packed.
Thank you.
Press up and we're moving out of these trenches. Moving east.
I'm gonna run down and grab some mags.
3-0.
Hey, BMP, I'm next to you. I'm next to you. Do not move in a hurry. Okay, you're good. To answer that question,
Yeah. Let's go. We're going east, yeah?
great timing on that, Hawk. Great timing. But yes, to answer that question, we do, and so do they. Funny you say that, Hart, because one of the major operators of the F-104 was the German Navy.
Are we?
Not just the Luftwaffe, but the Marineflieger as well.
One dot left.
Yeah,
Get to the boat.
I'm gonna be honest. Whenever we're coming up on that hill, you know Marshall and all them?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know those were friendlies.
Oh my.
Yeah, I kind of saw that.
Okay,
then you can resupply the BMP, yeah?
Yes,
What?
yes, yes.
You burst the living shit out of them.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyone
What you
who
understand?
has
About
full mags
80%
and isn't
polar.
working on medicing, keep eyes out east and southeast.
Oh, no, that's the wrong thing to take.
Watching east.
Give bullet. Yeah, bullet required.
What's the status on that?
Simo, I grabbed you another 3 boxes, by the way.
Ben in the vehicle? Ben is not in the vehicle.
Someone not grab him.
So I have 2.5 right now.
Yeah, okay. Well, I got 3, so just yell out when you need me.
Was he at East Table?
Will do.
Alex, stay here.
Marshall. Marshall sent you a message.
I didn't mess him up.
Helicopter.
I've been getting people up.
Get the sticks, get the sticks.
It's already gone.
Where's the
It's already gone. Perhaps we should not draw its attention,
basically.
considering we're still in the same grid square the mortars was just landing on then. That's you know, I just like to remind everyone that those were very accurate mortars, and it's very easy for somebody to just say, add 100, left 50. Repeat.
Brad Pitt.
I need a medic.
Yep.
Able to patch me up? With the love?
Yeah, I got eyes on. Do you still need me?
No, I just grabbed you
Oh,
because
nice.
I
No, I got given
wasn't sure what the status on the platoon lead was.
Okay.
Whenever you have a high heart rate,
Oh, there's a chopper!
I don't even see it because the fucking trees. Oh, there it is. It's behind.
We're fucking pushing the east, northeast.
Right, squad.
We're gonna stay within eye shot of the fucking road, but far enough that we can fucking disappear if we need to. As we were holding just so we can see the road, mates.
I feel like
We're
if
not
that
going to
artillery
shoot
gets any more accurate, we're going to disappear, alright?
Whatever the fuck he is. Yeah, I think he's on the back.
My section over here, or team, I guess. We've got about a single squad's worth. So, was it 2 teams of 4?
Who's falling behind? Who's that little boy?
Road crossing.
Is there a girl on the server?
Is what you'll never be.
Yeah, more or less. We're trying to push down a major road by fucking northern standards, so, like, yeah. We're trying to push down a road that the Russians have been advancing along and cut them off. So we're mech inf, single mech inf squad, because numbers are a little short today. Oh my god. The artists have been at work again. So yeah, we're pushing down this road. I'm not entirely certain where we are, if I'm honest, because shit jumped off so early in the mission. I think we're coming down this road here, so I think we've cut the corner on that intersection, but I'm not actually
Green team
certain.
is going mosquito swatting.
Because that's where that ambush had been spotted. So that's where we took the first
Nope,
contact,
they
was
fired
those
all their
rocks
rockets
there.
right on me.
I don't fucking know, dude. I'm lost. A rocky clearing there, so... Aircraft, aircraft, aircraft! Hind.
Get to ground, get to ground.
Oh, missiles out.
Bit of the old desync there. Oof. Well, Seal, you've missed several traumatic events already, so perhaps it's better for your mental health that you were late today. It's been one of those missions so far. I've been shot 3 times, including in the opening engagement of the mission, as is tradition lately, and then twice within about 30 seconds later on.
Retinal surgery, and he has this really
It's funny because, like, ever since I've
It's like a
become
big
a
You keep swatting
big
at it,
streamer
thinking
with
it's a
like
fly.
more than 3 viewers, I get shot constantly in missions. Back when nobody actually watched my streams, I think there's like an entire campaign where I didn't even get hit, let alone downed. Like, I was just really stupid lucky.
That does look like the main road to you.
Then again, that was also...
That's a dirt road.
That was also when we had fixed squads, and I was in our chom, which was made up of every actual ex-military person in 345th, and every person that could read a map. So our chom almost never ended up in fucked up ambushes, and Boris usually caused fucked up ambushes. So I feel like they just took all of our bullets in addition to their own.
There you go.
My favorite memory... Actually, you know what? I don't have a favorite, it's too hard to pick one. But one of my favorite memories of having fixed squads was the time Boris walked into the minefield they had laid 5 minutes earlier. Literally walked into their own minefield and mass cased themselves. And then had to report it over the radio to me because HQ had been popped by a single angry man with an RPG on his way back from morning prayer. That was the second Afghanistan campaign. The other big Boris moment that gets me is we were doing an airfield attack. So we had like a... Back in late 2017, early 2018, we had a campaign that was based on the Russian involvement in Syria. It was fictionalized, but very obvious where the inspiration was from. And we had this attack as paratroopers. We dropped in as VDV. There was going to be an attack behind enemy lines on this airbase, which was full of US-supported rebels. And we were under strict orders not to shoot the American advisors. Well, Boris, God rest their souls, in possibly the only time a member of Boris Squad ever hit what they were actually aiming at with an RPG, the opening shot of the engagement, as we surrounded the airbase, was Boris fucking just yeeting a thermobaric RPG into an entire fucking platoon of US Marine, like, Force Recon advisors who were piss-bolting to get in their C-130 so they could fuck off because they knew that there was an attack coming. Squad wiped them.
Ross, you're to the earshot of this, aren't you?
I'm talking, so if you guys are saying anything spicy, it probably can't be heard over me, thank Christ.
Good.
Anyway.
They are talking spicy.
Are they ever not? So, yes.
Yeah, but this isn't like the
then on top of that...
mayonnaise spicy, this is like... Vegemite.
On top of that, the C-130 did get its engine started and taxied and took off. And some absolute Chad in Boris yelled out, "There's a plane, shoot it!" And even our chom, who would normally not get involved in Boris stupidity, even our chom had their fucking single neuron activated, and I'm not joking, the entire unit, which was like company strength at this point, well, maybe not company strength, but like it was over platoon strength, the entire unit of like 40 or 50 some people just stopped what they were doing and turned and just mag dumped on the C-130.
Yeah, I'm gonna reform now,
and we found out after the mission that one of them was actually a good shot and hit the pilot in the head. The pilot was unconscious for the first roughly 30 seconds of climb out, and it was the Christmas miracle that the plane didn't crash, and the co-pilot took over before it did.
Yeah, I'll just
like,
grab your lads against the line, we'll hold behind.
Anyone have any guesses?
Boris Squad, man.
Grenade. 772.
What can you see?
We're next to a... I think I might have a... Hang on, wait. I was gonna say I think I might have an idea where we are, but I actually don't know.
I know where we are. It's a believe I do. I fucking know.
Nope, because that's a paved road, and we are not on a paved road.
I know where we are. Yeah.
Oh, who's that in front of us?
Oh no, we are on a paved road. I'm fucking... Holy shit.
Yeah, see?
Somebody moving.
He's an armed civilian.
He's an armed civilian. Everyone put your guns down. I'll go talk to him.
It's a bus. It's a civilian bus. That was another classic Boris moment, by the way. It's a civilian bus. So, Altus campaign. We're playing as 1970s VDV. We've basically completed all our objectives. This is the first mission I ever played with these guys. Literally the first time I ever played with these guys.
Check. Repack your mags.
And it's right at the end of the mission. We're holding a position on a hilltop outside.
Because there's like
what is it?
4 or 5 magazines.
Chalikeo or something. It's one of the towns in kind of the southeastern part of Altus, or like southern part of Altus. Southeast of the airbase, put it that way. Chalikeo or Chalikeo, whatever it's called. We're holding the hilltop there, looking down the road. There's a fucking
Where we were driving around
there's a Greek ammunition dump. So we're fighting the Greeks. It's a Greek ammunition dump down the hill from us, and we're just watching over it because we've, you know, we pretty much secured the area and we're just waiting for orders. Fucking bus comes up the road. Max gives the order in a very sarcastic tone of voice. It's a civilian bus, gun him down. And fucking Eski, one of our Finnish guys, without missing a fucking beat, the second Max is finished saying gun him down, you just hear a fucking full 45 round mag of RPK let rip on the bus. And the entire unit simultaneously just like goes, no, it's these guys.
Machine gunner assistant.
He fucking wiped that bus.
You can just
so the bus stops and starts pouring out smoke in the middle of the ammo dump. That's problem number one. Problem number two is that half of the fucking unit suddenly have their neuron activate. Oh no, civilian casualties, we must go rescue them. And so they all fucking get up from their position overwatching the ammo dump and go fucking booking it down the hill on foot to the bus to drag people out of it. Except they forget that, like, 2 minutes beforehand, the reason we're overwatching the ammo dump is because we just rigged it to blow on a fucking 3-minute timer.
Right, down the road is 25 guys, 1 times PTR.
So then the guys that are still in the overwatch position begin firing over their heads to get their attention, which then causes them to start fucking, like, freaking out and hunkering down in the position that's wired to blow in the middle of a fucking ammunition dump. By some Christmas miracle, although Eski's aim was true, he did not actually kill anyone, so all the civvies are just, like, milling around the bus, wounded and fucking, like, traumatized.
And then come from the south and attacking from the south.
Anyway, the guys that ran down to the bus, they got back about 10 seconds before the fucking timer went off. Like, just, what the fuck, man? My first mission with these guys, that was the moment I knew I was playing with the right group. It was just a fucking clusterfuck. I think there's like 4 or 5 individual fucking highlights, not even clips, but highlights from that mission on this channel.
Yeah.
Like, it was that kind of mission. It was a fucking, like, dumpster fire in the best way possible, but we still achieved the mission.
Alright, squad, rally up.
Olivia, this is Gabriel free actual.
And what made it even better, being my first mission with these guys, is that, I got peer pressured into being attached to HQ, platoon HQ, or company HQ, sorry, because we had like a lot more people each mission then. So I was attached to company HQ as a sapper. Me and Gilson were logging RPGs as the company sappers. And I had not had a lot of practice with the RPG at that point, so I wasn't very confident in my ability to hit shit with it. Me and Gilson were fucking dead-eyed dicks with our RPGs that mission. Like, holy shit, we were doing really well with the RPGs. But it also meant I was privy to every clusterfuck that happened because I was within earshot of Company HQ at all times. Including the time when it became such a clusterfuck I started singing the Soviet anthem, ironically, and accidentally drowned out half of a very important radio message.
Man, I'm alive.
What? Oh shit.
Before I crashed. Well, why is my FPS so
yeah, just within 50 meters of that area,
I broke my game and I made it better.
Swash it.
Did it work?
But yeah, so that was my first mission. That was before I got assigned to Artyom. I got assigned to Artyom because I pulled some strings. So I'd played with a couple of people from 345th before. Gilson used to run Yeah, Anti-Stasi, but it was like old Anti-Stasi that only just released, I think.
Yeah,
He was running like
how many rounds did we
Invade
have?
and Annex before that, but then once Anti-Stasi released, we switched to that. So Gilson would run little Anti-Stasi group sessions, and so I'd played with Millen and Stella before, and I think Staines, but I hadn't played with anyone else from 340. Oh, Kill Me as well, I think, but I hadn't played with anyone else from 345. So I knew a couple of people. I hadn't met Brant yet. So my first meeting with Brant was literally like the first mission where I was attached to his fucking company HQ element. But yeah, through the glory of nepotism, I got myself into Artyom, and so the first roughly 2 years of me being in this unit were very easy because we were the competent unit that knew what they were doing.
Right, firing now, so start moving. Go on, moving.
Let's go,
We're moving.
Bearing 120.
Green team.
Platoon, we're holding behind.
Clusterfuck, I guess.
Marshall.
Yes.
Just stay behind the fucking squad one. Just keep a bit of base space between us so we know who's here.
This is my rate of fire selector, points at magazine pouch.
You heard that, Alex?
Yeah, I heard that. I don't know what he said.
He heard it. He simply chose to ignore it.
I don't know what he said.
345th moment.
Alex, either or. Whoever has a radio and has the ability to say, shoot.
Do you acknowledge the order? Yes. Did you understand the order? No. Are there any questions? No. Hey, Saber.
Look at this shit, mate. Look at it. We're like fucking AI.
Man, 200 meters, southeast.
Nah, we're not like AI. We don't shoot good enough.
Yeah. Fucking trash.
I'm gonna disable fucking vegetation on my client so I can just shoot enemies through bushes.
Coward.
Fast mover.
Alec, half the fun. Jesus Christ. Half the fun, Alec, is bushes that look like men from a distance, and you can't quite tell.
I can't fucking slow walk.
Back when Unsung was still just an Arma 2 mod, I remember playing a mission in that, and like it was legit so fucking stressful because every single fucking bush looked like it was a dude waiting to ambush me.
The house is firing now, so wherever the land, that's where we're heading.
Oh, how reassuring.
Land now.
Alright, green team 113.
I hope that
Wait, you just followed me.
I hope that your positional fucking data was accurate.
Oh, yeah,
The last thing we need is mental INS drift when there's artillery involved. What's going on? What is going on? That's the question. So we're doing like a kind of mech in advance and secure to try and cut the Russian advance off on the road.
Right, fucking prepare to face. Start preparing, we're facing northeast now.
So that's the plan.
But make sure you got some cover between you and northeast.
What has actually happened is we've just been blundering into Russian unit after Russian unit and essentially getting ambushed by guys that we were supposed to ambush. It's pretty great. Pretty fucking great. We check? No, we're Livonian. So we're like a fucking fictional faction. With some wonderful uniforms made by
If
Grim.
you guys count, that was 2 rounds. If you count 15, you'll fucking get qualification in mathematics.
Simo, where's them fingers?
Right, so
You got your count fingers ready?
Yeah.
I'll dig a trench for you, Simo.
7, 5, 8, 9.
Oh, never mind. Somebody else is digging you a trench. I see how it is.
So there's no point fucking digging.
There's always a point digging, Ben.
Right, we're moving.
How else will people from future civilizations know that we were here if we did not dig? This might be the only mark we leave upon the world.
you know, extra round for the lads, and then we just we die.
Alright guys, I want you to pay attention to Simo. He's got 15 counting fingers.
Yeah, man. I'm using Lex.
I didn't know you were from Alabama.
Roger that, Splash.
Oh, I was right. Hell yeah. Oh, BTR.
Oh,
Yeah,
Where?
DCS, but not for very long because I got
What's the
class
thing?
later.
Like 50.
Oh, I see him.
Bearing 7.
Yeah. Gecko, come my
It kinda
position.
looks
You see
alive.
it?
I can
There's the
shoot
back
it.
of it.
I
It looks like it's
kill
been fucking damaged
Oh,
already.
Jesus
Where is it?
011.
It's right there.
Got RPG on it.
Thereabouts to the left.
Initiative engage. You can engage.
Just don't miss.
Where's my RPG, boys?
As we all fucking
I have
skyline
RPG.
right in front of it.
Rolling now.
Bearing 11.
Right, RPG gunners, are you ready
Yeah.
to shoot?
Your back
Sure.
blast clear,
Stand
Marshall.
From that artillery.
Fuck it, shoot it.
3, 2,
Set your
1.
back blast and shoot.
Nice.
Nice shot.
Fire the tree.
Push
Like
it,
fucking
push
tree.
it, push it.
Push it.
Yeah, push
That
it.
tree will never threaten us again.
Yeah.
As you'll be advised, we got
The Livonian people
pushing from the south side
can
of the
sleep
intersection.
in peace and tranquility, knowing that tree has been dealt with.
So just watch
Fuck
your
nature.
fucking side.
Negative on my end.
If you have time to sit around and start digging, yep.
Ain't no way to actually
Believe
the
me, I know
companies
that
that
one
make down
well.
trees in the Amazon.
I know that
Like
one very
Patreon.
well. There's a reason I do it. The funny thing is, though, like, compared to some of these guys, I'm pretty tame with digging. The 345th, if they're given entrenching tools and left to sit for more than about 5 seconds, they will build the Maginot Line. This became such a problem that for a lot of missions we just had no entrenching tools because they could not be trusted to go to any position and not just turn it into a fuck-off Doom Fortress and then not move out of it.
Bunker, bunker, bunker. Machine gunner, get up the line.
Actually, we've got a bunker on the north side of the road.
What the fuck? How are they so fast? Did you see those fucking guys, dude? Did you fucking see them move? Stoppage. Back in. My man's fucking chugged the entire platoon supply of Pervitin. What the fuck was that? Crocodile. Fucking no shit, dude. Oh.
Roger that. Alec, how's your guys?
Perfect. Yep.
Right, gotcha.
I'm sad that Amogus has taken over because I feel like the 345th shit posting on the map in the briefing culture was much higher before Amogus. We used to draw fucking gondolas on the map. We had some really good ones too. We'd have like a full fucking color, high detail rendition of a fucking gondola. Every fucking mission. It was great. Especially if it was a finish mission.
Yo, you guys up?
Yeah, we're up.
You're good?
Oh, don't tell me it wasn't a tree. He actually hit a lamppost. If he fucking hit that lamppost, the only lamppost.
As we'll get a good company position, we're going to say
Once I get binos.
to the east, just leave it, and we're going to pull back.
That would be a very 345th moment. The only fucking
Yeah.
one.
Hold.
There's another one there, I guess.
Yeah, I got eyes. Can you see down the road?
I'm gonna wait for everybody to move.
That's a good noise.
Right, that's good enough.
Those sound like mortars.
Yes.
Send one of your teams.
Oh wait, no, those are
down
fucking
to those
shotguns.
trenches.
Hey, hey.
Just fucking
Hey,
see
check
what
fire,
something
check fire,
is.
check fire.
There's apparently one or two guys over there.
Is that me?
Yeah.
Check fire, there's friendlies there.
Alex, is that me?
Yeah, that ain't a friendly. Those fucking guys like dark green camo.
Yeah,
That ain't
partisans,
friendly.
partisans.
Yeah, partisans are light color.
Very
That guy's
well.
dark green.
Green team spread out.
Racist.
Goggles on, take a trench.
Racist
Ahead
indeed.
of us. No mercy. Close your eyes.
Right, fucking get your guns facing east. If they get them to fire, I want you lot fucking shooting back at them. And I mean the enemies, not the friendlies.
Speaking of lampposts, there is one post at Chicago O'Hare which now has been hit twice because ATC direct heavy aircraft taxi down there.
Incredible.
That partisan, I want his gun.
Big brain moment. Cheers a bit, man.
Last minute peculiar situation.
Are we ever not? Oh. Marshall. Marshall.
Hello? I'm trying to climb a tree.
I didn't know our relationship had moved to this stage yet.
Oh my god.
What are you doing?
They're climbing a tree.
You know, if you keep that up, Grim's gonna drop a fucking mortar round on us.
Doing a good job. Come back if he's conversing with you. Converse.
Damn it, Marshall.
I'm sorry.
Don't climb the tree.
Right, Alex. Just so you know, we're gonna head south down this road now.
It's natural
There's
selection.
some.
Davin's right.
Monkeys found a tree and they're attempting to
There's
return
some
to their
office
base
buildings
state.
on the east side of this road as we're going down it. We're gonna search them for mortars and signs of artillery. Okay.
I feel like
so
we
once you
need a
get back from
345th
mountain
version of
up,
that meme with all the
you
fucking
move south
anime
down
girls
this
and
road
like
and meet us next to this little trench
Pepe
we got.
sprawled out on the floor with all his fucking tendies.
Like 760 bullets
Yeah.
coming out of our bag.
Fucking hell. Someone needs to make that now.
Nope.
Mount up, we're heading south. Hey? Adenosine. No, Alt rate go up to make me go up.
Stop stealing my seat, you motherfuckers.
Right, jump up. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's fine.
Get a fucking heart attack.
If it gets
No.
180, that's blood
180.
pressure.
That's fine.
180, you're.
Yo,
basically
can we go find those can we go find those two
Oh,
guys
last
so
in,
we
last
can
in,
steal whatever the fuck they were on?
No, not last in.
Unfortunately,
Oh
no.
my god.
Right, as we're heading down.
Last in, last in.
No.
My man was moving so fast I couldn't hit him because I forgot to fucking account for the blue shift of his fucking visible light.
Okay.
Oh, that's safe.
I was aiming too far fucking behind where he was.
Thanks for your back,
Right, we're gonna keep
Oh man, I need to play Foxhole again. I played it for like a week when it first came out and I really enjoyed it. Just like a lot of my friends kind of stopped playing and I don't know, like games like that or like Squad or like Postscriptum or even Hell Let Loose. I enjoy them, but I struggle to play them just by myself. Like, I'll play if there's friends playing, even one or two other friends, but, like, if I just jump in the game and jump into a hobby squad, like, it could be the most amazing 2 or 3 hours of my gaming life, or it could be, you know, me wasting half a day with a bunch of fucking chimps that don't know what they're doing. That's kind of the reason you don't see me play Squad and Postscriptum on stream. Well, I haven't played either of them for a while, but, like, I have a few old streams from when my channel was still like 2 people and a dog and like a bunch of bots and no one talking in chat. With me and some of the 345th guys playing Squad and it was fucking amazing. Like we had some amazing Squad rounds together.
Don't say that shit.
I don't know, maybe that's the thing we could do in the Discord. We could set up like a community day where we play fucking Squad or Foxhole or Postscriptum or something together. And then so we can stream it. We'll just have to, you know, make sure no excessive gamerism happens.
Go!
I mean, you guys are pretty good anyway.
Right.
I don't know how I lucked out and had such a like chill community that's easy to deal with.
West.
Right, as we're heading east, mate, so cover us from there. Gecko, if you... He's AFK leaving.
Those are good noises.
I'll let you advance on the building, looking around it if you can.
Yeah, dude, that's what's, like, I have tried to play Postscriptum a few times over the past year or two, but every time I've checked, there's been, like, one full server and then nothing else. So, you know, you either wait in a queue for an hour and then lose connection anyway, or you just don't play. And I do enjoy Hell Let Loose, but I prefer Postscriptum as like a more sort of autistic game, like more fitting me, put it that way. Hell Let Loose is something I can just pick up and play. Like, to a degree, that is a game I can just pick up and play, because I don't really care as much. It's pretty fun. So, thanks again to Gato for gifting me that, by the way. He just hit me up with it one day and was like, yo, we should play this sometime, but, you know...
Negligent.
Hello? Do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior, 762/39?
I'm just waiting for the RPG to come sailing in and wipe you all out.
Well,
I welcome it.
But yeah, Postscriptum I really enjoyed.
Fucking prepared to mount.
No one.
Building clear, building clear, building clear.
It also spawned some excellent memes on this channel, such as, I have to stop here, I'm a sniper. I don't know if Brant's in chat today, I don't think he is. But yeah, Brant will be familiar with that phrase.
Can't you hear them, Ben? On me? They're like to the north... No, not to the north. Southeast?
No, you're on the north.
No, the back... You can hear them.
So it's bearing 170, 165, 75. That's where we're heading.
The official political ideology of this stream is anarcho-gamerism, clearly.
You can get closer than that. What guy?
Somebody's sending me massages. Why? Why?
Oh, shit. Just hold there, we'll mount it there. Right, mounting up.
Okay.
Yeah, your fucking RP squad went over, stopped him there.
Yeah, no, I had them stopping to cover us in case we took contact.
I still think that of all the shooters I've ever played, Squad and Postscriptum, because they're essentially the same thing, just different time period. I think that they had the most satisfying machine guns of any shooter I ever played.
There's another house over there.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to get inside. I have to get in the hole. Last man.
We're moving bearing 170.
Yeah, like the machine guns in Squad. Oh my fucking god, dude. They look right. They sound right. They tickle that spot. I miss being able to just fucking cut loose with a whole fucking belt on something.
No!
Bugging me.
If you have not actually had the opportunity to shoot a machine gun, and you get the chance to do it legally, you know, legally where you are, do it. It's like I'm sure no one here is this much of a fucking pacifist. They're gonna bitch about me telling people, "Oh, shooting machine guns fun, oh, whatever." But like, legitimately, it's just such a fucking visceral experience.
Are we just where are we? Are we still going
There's a fucking office building.
Even normies enjoy it.
Some kind of fucking building.
But like, you know, if you're a fucking little puzzle piece like me, the fucking sensory overload hits in all the right ways. It's just, oh man, I love it. And Squad and Postscriptum are like the only games which kind of get close. Maybe Armor sometimes, but like Armor machine guns are really hit and miss in quality. The Gimpy from Spearpoint, tickles that spot as well. The RHS stuff, not so much. Oh, that's a good noise. Spread the fuck out.
Yeah.
Take his position.
Yeah, excellent. Get
away from the BB.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah, I seen him by the house over there.
Wait, is that... Yeah.
There's a particular streamable clip from Squad. It's called Ambush City. Some of you would have seen it. It's like one of the best clips of any game I've ever seen. And it's a single dude playing on the Insurgent team on one of the desert maps. I think it might have been Basra. But it's a single dude. Or actually, no, it wouldn't have been Basra because it was Americans he was fighting. But single dude, he's like out in the fucking boonies, out in the sand, and he crests a hill, and there's an entire, literally a fucking, like an entire squad of about 12 or so Americans, all pointing the other way, like they're all looking 90 degrees from where he is, and none of them notice him, so he just, like, takes a dive on the hill, like on the crest of the fucking dune or hill or whatever the fuck it is, throws down the bipod, and just fucking cuts loose with the PK, and Pumped Up Kick starts playing. Like, it just beat drops Pumped Up Kicks as he fucking lets off, like, probably most of a belt in a couple seconds and mows down the entire squad. It is so fucking satisfying. I could watch... BTR, 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 moving left. Pass it down, BTR, moving left from the building. It is one of the most satisfying game clips I've ever seen in my life. Like, just the sound of the gun. Oh my god. Like, that's something that Squad nails, and Postscriptum 2, they fucking nail their sound design for infantry and small arms stuff, the same way DCS does for aviation. Like, the same way DCS has the single best, like, sort of sound design for aircraft, Squad and Postscriptum do that for fucking infantry. Having said that, Squad and Postscriptum do that really well for aircraft too, but it's more scripted in their case. But yeah, like, oh my god, dude, the sound of the PK is just fucking orgasmic. Can't find that clip. I have it, like, fucking, not favorited, but I revisit it so often. If I type ambush in my browser, it will come up. I'll link it after the armor mission as I go to switch to DCS. Remind me once the mission's over and I'll link you. It's fucking incredible, dude.
Go to green.
I hope that was an enemy position I just brassed up. Oh god, don't get stuck. Stoppage.
Man down here inside the side of thing. Trench.
Back in. Where's Massimo?
Timo?
Yeah, where's Massimo at? Fuck, where's my team at?
Well, you got Neki here. He's on the trench.
We're taking shots from the south.
Yeah. Is the buddies over there?
Yeah, south-southwest. We're taking shots from there anyway. I don't know, through the trees.
The mortar position is over there.
Reference the fucking vehicle or whatever on the side of the road. Come left from that. About 10-20 meters left of that. I need to start getting in the habit of giving proper fucking fire commands again.
Were you kind of watching that? Oh, he's
in the building?
Fucking second from the second window from the
Stoppage.
right.
They literally HE
The right window.
No, he lives in Germany.
Small shed buildings, ground floor.
I have not shot a Desert Eagle, but I've been in the same fucking range, the same indoor range as somebody who did, and I could feel the fucking muzzle blast 3 lanes over. They didn't hit anything, of course. At like fucking 5-10 meters, they didn't hit a fucking single shot, but you can feel that thing go off from a substantial distance.
Southwest, don't you? Kinu Ognian, you all ready? Alright.
Our BMP does have a gun, however our BMP is probably actually being overcautious for once about overpressuring the entire squad. The 345th has a tradition of BMPs overpressuring their own crunchies. if I don't get stuck on the fucking trench.
Man, I'm up.
The biggest handgun I fired caliber-wise was 1911, 45 ACP. The 1911 fits my hand perfectly. Like, mechanically, I would prefer to get a Browning high power because it's a more refined version of the same gun. Like, the 1911's a great gun, but it's overrated. Like, really overrated. The high power's better. So if I was going to get, like, a pistol, I would get either a high power for collectability or I get a C-75 because, like, it's an actual good modern pistol. However, yeah, the 1911 just fits my hand really beautifully. The recoils, it's like a 303, but in pistol form, so it recoils, but it's a slow, gentle impulse, so it's more like a firm shove than a kick. It's not really very snappy. So I shot really well with the 1911, like super accurately for somebody that has done very little pistol shooting. I shot a 40 Smith & Wesson caliber Glock. I think it was a Glock 22, same as what the Edmonton Police Service use. As the range officer's gun, he offered it to me for, like, to go through a couple mags when he saw how I was shooting with the 1911. I hate how Glocks look, I hate how Glocks feel. 40 Smith & Wesson is fucking snappy as fuck, but I can't argue with results. I shot a single ragged hole through the entire fucking bull of the target with the Glock. Like, I hate everything about that gun, but fuck, it works. This is fine. Seema, are you good? Oh, those were R grenades, okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm even more worried. I've been recounting some of the 3, 4, 5th highlights over the past few years to my chat. Yeah. Okay. Do you want to prone out here, and I'll lean over you?
Yeah, sure.
Right. It's fucking.
Oh, hang on, Alex. Well, Alec over here. Jesus, now even I'm muddling them up. Seymour, come over here. Seymour. Seymour, he's shooting at you.
Ground floor clear.
He missed you by like 6 inches.
Alex, what happened to your VZ?
Can I? Oh, I can't hold up there. Lame. Alec, there are enemies southwest of us in another trench position. Seymour, take one of these windows, I reckon.
Yeah.
I'm on the roof,
Which one?
Bentley's
No,
on
it's
the roof,
fucking
Bentley's on the
5 for 5. All the fucking guns, all the bullets, 5 for 5. I don't think.
Yeah, we have 5 for 5
Yeah,
some, and we have AK-74.
Right now.
No, we don't.
Yes,
Yeah,
we're
using
these.
Down.
How did I get an AK?
Come down one.
If you press C.
Back left.
C for Charlie. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Fuck, you probably don't need me correcting. You can see better than I can. Do I have binos? No, I don't. That was... Somebody upstairs decided to yeet an RPG inside.
Oh. Wait, so was that a clear?
Gecko.
They are shooting at this window, by the way.
Oh, lovely.
Get your thermal bar. Get your fucking thermal bar.
Kinda wish assistant gunners had binoculars.
I just want to see if it's worth
Yeah.
Alex,
They're still southwest, Seema. They're still in that same
where did
position.
you see that mortar pit?
I'll see if I can find a better position for you.
Hey, Gecko. Alex.
Well, not there.
Where did you hit that?
Where's the
Gecko,
sandbag
you want to use?
position? I don't see it.
It's southwest close.
I'll just use the regular
Yeah, I'll do. Rear back west. Ross. Chance. Marshall. Clear.
Yeah, there's mortars there.
Hold.
Kill it.
Hold,
Right,
Chance.
get out of the way.
Close. Chance. Go.
Are you clear?
Oh, wait. Hold.
No,
Fucking.
just fucking shoot, mate.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
Just send it.
Nice.
That's it.
These guys all down?
Hey, Gabrielle to Olivia.
I mean, don't we need weapons?
We've destroyed
Hope so.
artillery.
We'll find out
position
sooner
of
or
the enemy with
later.
mortars. We are currently fucking wherever we can.
Oh.
Guys, southwest is still up.
I was with the lads on resupply.
Yellow status.
I'm gonna need to grab some mags.
How much ammo you got in your vehicle?
Green ammo status.
Fuck.
Green,
I need to...
different weapon, I think 2 of my guys.
My immediate action in this is shit. I need to get on top of that.
Hey, there's ammunition.
Great.
I feel like,
Oh yeah, it's an ammunition.
I'm gonna go inspect it.
Yeah, Atomizer gifted it to me.
Ross,
Was
feel
it yesterday or the
free
day
to fill
before?
my backpack.
Okay.
I'm empty.
So big shout out to Atomizer, who is an old friend of mine from Something Awful. We used to play World of Tanks together.
Love the OG, bro.
You got 2 boxes.
Yeah, well,
Thank
you.
Um,
might not had enough space in your bag. Should be fine.
This?
I feel like Ace, one of the many things they could improve with terms of weapon handling in Ace is instead of making you press Shift R to clear a jam, it should make you, when you press R to reload, it should make you do an immediate action and then just automatically do whatever's... Fuck me. Or make it hold R or something, you know?
Down 4, down 4. Oh shit, yeah.
Because in real life, when your mag runs dry, you do an immediate action. It doesn't fucking matter. Like, you're not counting your shots in fucking combat. Nobody counts their fucking shots in combat. Anytime you pull the trigger and the weapon fails to go bang, it's an immediate action.
Ali?
So, you know, your F88 doesn't go off, down, tilt, cock, lock, book in, identify the problem, rounds in the magazine, no rounds in the chamber. It's, you know, it hasn't picked up a round or whatever. Yeah, coming down. Or, you know, like if there's a rounds in magazine, round failed to fucking eject or whatever, like, then you do your immediate action, or not your immediate action, then you do your remedial action for whatever the fucking problem is. And you might just have no rounds in the magazine, no rounds in the chamber, which is you've shot through your entire mag, and then it's like, oh, well, okay, you've already done half your fucking reload drill, so you just put a new mag in and then fucking rock and roll. If that makes sense. You know, like, because the thing is with Ace at the moment, and because I tend to just brainlessly tap R anytime my weapon stops working, I go into a whole animation I then can't interrupt. Which is not a big deal for a quick-to-reload weapon like this, but if it's like a fucking PK or a fucking 240 or something, it takes forever to cancel the animation and then do the actual thing you need to do, which just plays another reload animation. So I kind of feel like they should just make it that, like, when you press R, it does the immediate action, and then, like, maybe even make it, you press R twice if you need to reload. So the first R press is fucking immediate action, the second R press is finish the reload. Something like that, you know? Or the second R press is contextual, so if you've got an actual stoppage, it fucking clears a stoppage, some shit. I don't think there's any need to get more autistic than that. Does the last round bolt hold open not work on this? That is a good question. I think it does in armor. Oh, on the F88 doesn't have one. The F88 doesn't fucking have one. The new ones might, but the fucking SA1, which is what I was issued, well, the SA1 is what I trained on, the fucking A1 is what I was issued, the fucking original boy. Doesn't have a last round hold open. Doesn't have a fucking bolt release either. I noticed a lot of American civilian market AUGs have, or whatever you want to call it, Styres. They have bolt releases. Ours never did. I think the EF88, F90, whatever you want to call it, adds one, I'm pretty sure. Which was I think it's a somewhat useful feature, but it's, like, the way we did our drills, you didn't actually need it. I should probably grab some ammo. My single neuron just fucking woke up.
Oh, there's a
Approaching the
guy.
vehicle.
Hello? Oh, I've got binoculars. I didn't know I had binocs.
Merry Christmas, I guess.
Yes. What's up?
Yeah.
I hear Russians shouting.
Yeah.
Yeah, over to the east northeast, I think.
No, as in I hear a very close Russian.
I'm with you.
Is he still in the vehicle by chance?
Wait, close the fucking hatch.
Well, it's got fucking SVD mags, but no PKM boxes.
Kinu, you want a crew?
Oh, maybe that's got some.
You want a crew? Are you alright with that? Huh? You don't want it, if you don't want it, you don't need to. You can take Gecko's RPG. Gecko, put your RPG.
I think the last round on this works in armor, Saber. I'm honestly not paying attention half the time to what the animations are doing. I'm just focused on what I'm trying to shoot.
Igla.
Okay. I will be the thick boy.
Is Road 7, Route 7, sorry. Kiram clear, the village down south. We're going to keep pushing, we're going to try and get the
Last man, question mark? No, Seymour's still coming.
BMP is going to be a solo
Seymour over here.
platform now, BTR, you're under Alex, and yeah.
He's still in the building, he's coming.
Alright, Emo.
We've got 3 vehicles now, one times lazy,
Man up on the
one
BTR.
BMP and one BTR. Remember that when you start shooting.
We got the whole squad on here. Got the fucking whole squad. Got the man.
Frame 16 M4 in case of stoppage, turn gun safe for bolts open, then immediate action, just tap rack bang, yeah.
Driver reverse.
We, so our Styres had, forward assists on them, and the forward assist was literally just a button, like a thumb button on the cocking handle you push in to force it forwards. It was useless. Forward assists are fucking stupid, they just make a problem worse. There is no problem which a forward assist actually solves that can't be solved more quickly by just doing proper fucking drills. I don't know why they're so popular. Handled an Irish Army Org A3 earlier this year, and they have a hold open and bolt release. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Arsenitio, hello, welcome to the stream. I will say, I've handled an EF88, F90, I forget which I think it's called F90 in service. But I've handled an F90. After I discharged, I was at an air show and the local reserve unit brought it out. So I played with their new toys. Thanks for the follow, by the way. It's a decent improvement, but there's a few things I didn't like about it. So one of my biggest complaints with the original rifle is that the butt plate was too smooth, so it would slide around your shoulder. Well, they fixed that. It's got ribbing on it now, so it stays in the right place. That's a good improvement. Just the general ergonomics are mostly improved. Things like the bolt release, I don't think it needs one. The way we did our drills, we didn't need a bolt release anyway. Like, it wouldn't have sped up our reloads at all. What I didn't like about the F90 was that they took away their quick detach barrel. Now, for context here, the Australian Army never actually got any of the heavy barrels, like, because we never used it as a support weapon. We had the Minimine for that. So we didn't have the heavy barrels, we didn't have the 42 round mags. But having a quick detach barrel on every infantry rifle was actually really useful, because it meant that if you had a really bad stoppage, and quite often if the F88 springs were kind of on the fritz, you would get really nasty obstructions. Like, a newer rifle or a better cared for one, it wasn't a big deal, but like if you were a reservist like me, or you were at basic training, you would have this clapped out rifle that's as old as you are, and all the springs are shot. So in that case, like, it would throw these really shitty obstructions, and like the ejection port on the F88 is not very big, so it's very easy for a casing to get stamped into the ejection port by the closing bolt, and then you can't get it out. Not easily anyway. And then you'd end up with like this clusterfuck where it tried to feed 3 rounds at once or something in the chamber, and it's just a disaster, and like it would take forever to fix with a conventional rifle. Well, with the F88, all you had to do was do your immediate action, so down tilt, cot lock, look in, so you got your bolt lock to the rear. You know, rounds in the magazine, several rounds in the trying to feed into the chamber at once. Okay, obviously it's an obstruction. And then all you do is you pull the mag, you pull the barrel, and then just shake the crap out of the fucking back end of the rifle. If there's anything jammed in the actual chamber, you can just pry it out from the barrel directly. And then you put barrel back on the rifle, put the magazine back in, release the working parts, and you're good. You're back in action. Like, I've seen some pretty bad obstructions cleared in those rifles in about 2 or 3 seconds. Like, real quick.
I don't want to die.
Yeah, it was a huge brain design choice.
Let them dismount. Just find a fucking building to get me.
I love watching traces go past me. I went the complete wrong way again.
Where's the body?
I've been separated from the rest of my squad. Or the rest of my team, rather. They're over that way.
200, gotcha. What is it?
Crossing behind the vehicle, crossing behind the vehicle, crossing behind the vehicle.
Gotcha, okay, cool.
You're clear?
He's mobile. It's coming.
Engage it with the turret.
Is our BMP southeast? Because I can hear a vehicle over there.
Yes.
Okay.
Shoot the track out.
Track. To the side.
That's a tank. That is a 125mm gun.
Oh, that's short. Whoever shot that.
We're all conscious that there is a tank there, right?
Yeah. It's not firing its main cannon.
It fired its main cannon at something.
That looking directly at me.
Problem with quick detach barrels is zero change though. We never had that issue. It re-zeroed perfectly every time.
Missed a rocket, second time.
The actual problem with quick detach barrels is something like you get with machine guns, where the front sight's on the barrel and the rear sight is sometimes on the actual, on the receiver, I guess you would say. Receiver, feed cover, whatever. Depends on the gun. That's when you have problems. That's probably the biggest flaw of the MG42 design, is that every time you change barrels, your fucking zero wanders, because the front sights are pointed wherever the barrel's bowed. Or actually, no, sorry, I stand corrected. On the MG42 design, the fucking front sight's mounted to the barrel shroud, so it's even worse. The barrel doesn't even have sights on it. So your sights and what the barrel are pointing are two completely different fucking things, and you have no way of knowing until you see where the stream of traces goes. One of my mates that was in the, I think he was in the Kriegsmarine, he said that that was his biggest issue with that gun, is just that the barrels were all fucking bent from, you know, being shot until they were fucking red hot and then changed. And he said no two barrels would shoot in the same direction. You get them curving to the left or curving up or right or whatever the fuck, or they keyhole rounds. Like he said, it was a complete clusterfuck. So that's your issue with machine guns, is the sight alignment compared to the barrel. The F88 doesn't have that problem, because the sights are all on the receiver and the barrel's serial to the rifle. Like, the thing is, you're not swapping barrels with other rifles. The barrel's serial to the rifle, so it doesn't want a zero at all. It locks up perfectly.
Okay. Alright, boys.
I don't have any.
Did you waste them all already?
Yes, sir.
I used one. Gecko, Kino, go.
I'll go. I only have one. There's in some the BTR. I'll just see at the fucking. I'll see at the.
It's fine.
Not Kriegsmarine. What do they call the Navy now? Bundesmarine or something? Fucking whatever.
Wait, what the fuck is the target?
His granddad was in the
What did you
Kriegsmarine.
call
He
it?
was present when the Scharnhorst was sunk. I think he was on one of the destroyers that was escorting it. Did you ever get styrite? No, I'm not stupid. Also, I'd shot a rifle before I went into the reserves. I was, actually, I was on the bus into Wagga to get surgery on my knee, because that was what fucked me up, was my fucking knee, of course. The infantry classic, knees and backs. So yeah, I was on the way into Wagga to get my knee fucking fixed, get the fucking loose cartilage sucked out of the joint. And I heard on the like the fucking cab radio, because they, you know, the army paid for a fucking cab to take me to the hospital. I heard over the cab radio that there was one called down to the range to pick up a recruit for fucking styrite. take them to a fucking optometrist or whatever to make sure they haven't fucking damaged their vision or some shit. Like, oh boy. You gotta really try to give yourself Styri too, because it's not like it recoils particularly hard. It's a pretty tame rifle.
Marshall.
What I did do was, like, repeatedly skin or cut my fingers, because I got lumped with the gun. Me being the most lightly built person in the entire platoon, well, except for the girls, naturally I was made a gunner, because of course you're going to give the heaviest weapon to the lightest guy. That's just how shit works in the army. That's what you do. It's tradition. So I was fucking humping the Minimi around, and routinely got bitten by it. Not like dumb shit, like sticking my fingers in and then closing the bolt. I've seen people do that, but I didn't do it. It's just like, you'd nick your fingers on the cover and shit when you were stripping it. We had a guy launch the, before we'd officially been taught how to use the Minimi, so we hadn't learnt to strip and reassemble it yet, but we had the weapon PAMs. So we had the, you know, the instruction book. And old mate in my section decides he's going to take some initiative and teach himself to field strip the weapon from the PAM, which is great on paper. Our platoon staff had gone out to do something and they made the critical mistake of leaving us unsupervised for about 5 minutes. So, and we're on the second floor of the lines, by the way. So, he starts stripping down the Minimi, everything's going well. He stripped it down perfectly competently, and then he starts reassembling it. Well, when he's reassembling it, he forgets that the ease springs part is the last step. So he mixed up ease springs and put the fucking barrel back on. And so he goes to pull the trigger to release the bolt forwards. And the barrel's not on the weapon. And the bolt gets fucking sent flying out the second floor window into the grass outside about 30 seconds before our platoon staff get back to the fucking lines. And so he had to run outside and hastily find where his bolt had gone and then actually reassemble the weapon properly. Of course, to get the bolt back in, he had to strip it back down again and reassemble it. So, yeah, that was fun. Our platoon staff at Kapuka were really chill though. They were all on their last rotation of recruits, so they just didn't give a fuck anymore. The guys upstairs were absolute psychopaths, but our guys are really chill. I actually had fun at Kapuka. I don't think there's many people in the army that could say that they actually enjoyed Kapuka, but I did. I really liked it. I didn't like the part where I fucked my knee up and then spent the last, I think it was about the last full week, or like most of the last week, so I missed the entire field phase. That was something I had to try and make up as I went along, on exercises with my own unit, and I never fully did. So, like, just to kind of clarify exactly how far I got in the Army Reserve, I didn't do my mods courses, because I technically wasn't fully qualified yet, and my company had to try and figure out what the fuck to do with me. Like, whether I get sent back just for the last week at Kapuka, whether they could make it up themselves on a kata or something, like... So yeah, I was a fucking 500 technically, but I was treated like a 510, which was very confusing, and caused some pay fuckery as well, because I was supposed to be paid as a 500, but I was under the impression I was a 510, because no one actually told me. So yeah, I'm not a 343.
3-0, do you want us to maneuver to that yellow building?
So bear that in mind. If I start talking about, like, when I was in the reserves, I was not fully qualified, so there are huge gaps in my fucking knowledge. I made up what I could out with my own unit, but, yeah.
I see that.
160, what do you see?
2 enemies.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, green.
And then eventually I got to the point where, because my fitness was not amazing to begin with, I was always playing catch up to everyone else, and after I did my knee, I just couldn't recover it, so that was what ended up getting me out of the Army Reserve. I would have liked to stay in. I didn't get a medical discharge, I could have, I just didn't, because I did my usual thing and, like, left the problem to stew too long, and so by the end of it, it was like, I was either going to end up in admin discharge because I just was struggling to pass a fucking BFA because, you know, I'd got so unfit while injured. He is not friendly.
Walk towards the red smoke.
South, chopper, south, chopper.
That's one of them.
Ross, have you got a round for it?
That's an enemy on the red smoke.
My bullets are doing nothing. Yes.
You got,
Wait for it to come back. I guess.
MI-24 just went past west.
Oh, it's circling.
Oh, there it is, there it is. 299, 299. Alright, Ross, just fucking run up there. You got it. Alright, it's 324, 326 now. Get him, Ross.
Clear my back.
Clay's back last. Clay the man's back last. Got one hit. There it is.
I'll wait for rear aspect, hang on. Oh shit, there's trees. There's trees. I'll have to wait for a clear shot.
Alright.
It might scare it away at least.
Yeah.
So yeah, I end up just getting a self-requested discharge because I realized I was kind of like not going to be able to unfuck myself, which is a shame because it was like the one thing I've ever done in my life that actually I enjoyed. I won't say I was good at it. I was pretty good at shooting. Like I was a pretty good shot, as long as I didn't have. Like, with my own unit, I was a pretty good shot, but at basic, with my own platoon staff, I was a fucking deadeye, like, really, really good. And then with 15 platoon staff, I couldn't hit the broadside of a barn because they were psychos. So I wouldn't say I was good at it, but I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. And I miss it.
Nah, it's too fast. Fuck that.
Yeah, bad angle anyway.
Yep.
3-0, what's your status?
Man, pads I had zone you fool. Yeah.
Copy. We're on, let's move it toward it.
After many years of being fucking molested by manpads guy, Igla dude, and fucking Stinger man in DCS, now I get to be the little fuckwit with a manpads tube. It's not even the fucking the Iglas and the Stingers that are scary in DCS. It's fucking sliding Ramzan and his RPG-7. That motherfucker. That motherfucker has sniped me, as in pilot sniped me out of behind with an RPG. He hit the cockpit from 900 fucking meters while I was doing about 300 kilometers an hour the other direction. Like, sliding Ramzan is too powerful for this world. I fear what will happen when he finally gets actual walking animations, dude. Could have been worse. There have been cases of someone accidentally shooting their mate while disassembling it. Yeah, no, I've heard of those. We had, I think, 2 NDs at Kapuka. One in my platoon, one in our sister platoon. But they were both NDs at the range, and, like, thankfully, the people who had NDs had, like, paid attention during the don't point your rifle at your mates part. So, nobody got hurt. But some egos got hurt, and there was a lot of arse reaming involved, as you might imagine.
How you guys doing?
Hey.
Will of the Log guided him? Yeah, really.
We left him behind maneuvering here. I can designate him to go get it.
What do you want to take our UAS? Since you're on UAS, so it's faster.
Copy.
You know,
Donut side on the F88 was interesting.
Let's see.
What's happening here?
Alright.
Never got the chance to handle one of them. Yeah.
Go back, get the BTR.
Okay.
North side of the Seattle building.
I have a love-hate relationship with the Minimi. It was fun to shoot, and I mean, for a machine gun, it's relatively lightweight. Oh, we're gonna make the guy with Australian ping drive, are we?
Yep.
Where the fuck are we going? You navigate.
Forward. Only just straight forward.
So, yeah, like, it was fun to shoot, it was relatively easy to maintain.
I think we're all
but
house by it.
The fucking stupid little magazine well, so it could take Stanags in an emergency, which is a capability. Oh, it's over here, I think. Yeah, like 350, 400, because the server's in like France or Germany or something. The stupid
wait,
little fucking emergency magazine
You're
level.
280p.
We couldn't use it because it won't take Styamags. It only takes Stanags, which nobody accepts. You know, until now. Now the 416's a thing. Until then, nobody in the regular army had Stanags, much less us reservists. So that magwell was completely useless to us. It added one more place you had to check to clear the weapon. It added one more place for dirt and shit to get in. It would stab you in the guts as you were on patrol if you're a right-hander like me.
I'm probably gonna make one more Livonia mission,
so
and
yeah,
then I'm
I have a love-hate
gonna move
relationship
on
with
to
them in a way.
probably alt this. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, please submit
for the mission.
feedback, especially if you noticed inside vehicles that the intercom wasn't, you know, clogged full of bullshit. Stuff like that. And
It was
yeah,
nice to
anything
not
really,
be
mod pack
deafened in the
related.
vehicles for once.
Say what, Ross?
It was nice to not be deafened in the vehicles for once.
Yeah. But yeah, provide feedback, and next mission is going
We'll
to be
see
a
about the
vehicle
Huey, we'll see
mission
what the
made
team
by
balance is
Dixon.
like. It'll be helicopters, but I'm
So,
not sure if it'll be
we're
the
gonna
Huey.
be in tanks.
Oh, yeah.
Sick. Dibs gonna.
Late.
So, thank you all for coming, and I'm gonna go third wrangle the boys up in the meeting room.
Thanks for
Goodbye.
the mission. I'm gonna catch all of you guys next
See you on
week.
Discord.